I love what Anthony Robbins, if you know Anthony Robbins, sometimes he goes by Anthony Robbins, Tony Robbins. He's been around for like 40 years. Not so much in manifesting, not so much in law of attraction, but in success development. You may know him, may not know him, but a really big, huge guru in success development, personal development. And I love what he said one time. He said, even for him, he slips back into a negative state. But he said the secret is it's not so much that you don't have a negative state, you don't slip backwards, you don't have a bad day here and there. But the secret is how long do you stay in that state? And so that's the question. It's not about, I'm not going to have a bad day, a bad hour, or whatnot. But the secret is how long do I stay in that state? Okay, am I in that state for 1 hour and I catch myself? And maybe I do affirmations, robotic affirmations, gratitude. Maybe I have a gratitude pad. Maybe I do some scripting to get myself out of that state. But I was only in that state for an hour. Okay, or the old Chad, once you get mad or pissed off or you don't like something, you stay in that state for 3 days. You see what I'm saying? You stay in that state for a week because you're pissed off for a week. You stay in that state for a month. You get me? And versus when I used to stay in a state when I was way, way younger, once I got mad and irritated, I would stay mad for 3 days, 4 or 5 days, a week, and be irritated. Okay. Now, maybe I'm in that state for an hour and I can catch myself, become aware of it, and I can switch it. Okay. It's not about not ever falling into these negative states. It's how long do you stay in that state? That's the key. That's the secret. How long do you stay in these states? Because the longer you're in these negative states, that's what attracts to you. And what happens is we don't realize the length of time we're in these negative states. We don't realize that, especially if you have a job. You have a job, you go to work for 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours a day, 5 days a week, 6 days a week. You're at work 60 hours a week. And you don't like your job, you hate your boss, you don't get along with people. And that's what you fester on the whole time you're at work. Then when you go home, you're talking about it with your significant other. Then when you go to work, you have maybe a couple friends you complain to all the time. I mean, that's your whole world. But you don't realize what you're doing until you become aware of it. You don't realize it's like, oh shit, oh crap. Like I'm constantly talking about what I don't like, what I don't want 100 hours out of the week. I mean, once I wake up, I have to go to work. That's when my mind starts. We don't realize it. We don't realize how negative we really are. We don't realize how long we really stay in these states until we start working on it, until we start working on ourselves, until we start doing personal development, until we start doing these exercises, until we start becoming aware. Once we're aware, hey, that's good news because you're aware of it. You can fix it. Don't beat yourself up over it. When you're aware of something, you can fix it. Okay, it's just like, I'm not even I don't even look at myself as in terrific shape right now, but I've let myself get out of shape. I look in the mirror and like out of shape. I feel like I'm out of shape. So then this past June, I started working out again and I've been consistent. This is October now. So I've been consistent from June to October. But I don't let that make me quit. I become aware I'm out of shape. I become aware of it. Okay. And it's like, I can change it. I can start working out again. I can start being active again. It's the same thing. Don't beat yourself up over it. You're human. You're here you're a spiritual being here having a human experience. Okay. Don't beat yourself up over it. You can change it. You can go into your 4D world and change anything you want. You can be, do, and have anything you want. So don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up over it if you're beating yourself up. Don't get negative over it. It's like, oh, I keep on catching myself. I'm so frustrated. Sometimes I can do that, especially with my mindset, especially if thinking negative. But just switch it. That's all you got to do. Once you switch it, let the dead bury the dead. Don't fester on it. But anyway, blessings to you. I'll see you in the next video. Comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Remember, I love you guys. Blessings to you. See you at the top. And I'll see you in the next video.